Hey there, it's Camille, and I just finished watching episode 9 of Castle Rock, and all I can say is, wow. I can't believe we only have one episode left. Like, 10 episodes is just way too short. I'm enjoying the show way too much. But anyway, normally, as soon as I finish watching the episode, I immediately go check out the preview for next week. Tried to do that tonight, and these jerks didn't post a preview for next week.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Anyway, since we didn't have previews from next week to look at, I decided to go back and look at all the trailers from before the season started and take some screenshots of all the scenes that I could find that we actually haven't seen yet. And I figured I'd share them, and hopefully you guys can look at this and try to help me figure out what's going to happen in the finale. Enjoy! First up, we have the Culkin kid. I can't figure out where he is. My guess would be either the hospital or the police station. These next two shots are weird because of the snow on the ground. Normally, if we see snow, we know that it's like a dream sequence. And the only other time that we saw it snow on the ground in Castle Rock was 27 years ago. Here we have a shot of the kid. It looks like he is at a cemetery. Here we have two different shots from different angles of when Ruth jumped off the bridge. I'm not sure if we're going to see them again or they just threw in these different shots. Here it looks like this is Molly in the woods with the lady in the blue dress and the knife. And here are some shots, and it looks like Molly is living in the reality or visiting the reality of the time that Matthew Deaver's mom tried to kill him. Last up, we have this creepy person in somewhere that I have no idea running towards somebody with a hammer. The mask looks like one of the masks from when the kids were playing the little court game. I have no idea what that's about. Our last shot is one of the kid. He's wearing the same sweatsuit that he wore when he got out of jail, and he's walking towards a fire. We never saw that scene in any of the other episodes, so I guess this is going to come up too. So now it's time for me to make some wild guesses. I know I'm going to be wrong because I'm always wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. So my first wild guess is this is a shot of Wendell walking back into Castle Rock. I don't know why this kid just walked 24 miles, but, whatever. I do think that we are actually going to revisit this again because we never really got an explanation as to why Ruth jumped off the bridge. So I think that we're going to see it from a different view and kind of understand why that happened. Some people have said that they believe that Molly was stabbed in an alternate timeline and not shot, and that's why she's bleeding and dying. So I'm going to go with that with this one. So I have two guesses on this one. Either we're going to revisit Juniper Hill, and this is a crazy person at Juniper Hill, or this could possibly be Wendell hiding, and he's trying to kill the kid because he thinks the kid is going to hurt his dad. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. At first, I thought that these three shots of Molly all went together, but then I realized that Molly's wearing something different in the scene where she's holding the hammer. The only other time that we see the hammer is that crazy person beforehand holding the hammer running towards somebody. Could that be Molly? Who knows? So back to the scenes where Molly is witnessing the moment that Matthew's mom tried to kill him. It makes me think of when Wendell was explaining the alternate reality and the time walker and all that stuff to Ruth. I think that Molly is actually the time walker. And when Wendell was explaining it, he was saying something about if you kill the right person, then you can correct the timeline. I think that maybe since Molly's the one that killed Matthew Deaver in one timeline, she needs to be the one to kill him in another timeline. I think that's why Molly's kind of the key to the whole thing. Anyway, these are just a few of my wild guesses. I would love to hear what any of you guys have to say about your predictions for what's going to happen in episode 10. I have my fingers crossed that it's 2 hours because it's just not enough time to get everything in. Like, it needs to be like a 5-hour finale. I'm down for that. Anyway, thanks for watching and leave some comments.